Hi, and welcome to PlayThru Mini. Thank you for trying out our mobile scoring system. I'm going to walk you through how to set up your account and get you started using the platform. When you log in, you'll be taken to your account dashboard. Here you'll see a variety of different things, including kind of metrics for the account, a list of scorecards, which we don't have any in here yet, but we will as scorecards get created. On the right-hand side is where you'll find the QR code that you should post near the first hole or by checkout. This is what golfers will scan on their phone to create their scorecard. And then below that, you'll have access to the various big screen leaderboards that we have. So the daily leaderboard, weekly leaderboard, and active leaderboards. To get you set up though, what you're going to want to first do is come up here into the upper right-hand corner and click on settings. This is where you can get your whole account configured just how you need it. So the first tab you'll land on is the brand tab. This is where you'll add in your company name. You can upload your logos, and then you can enter in your own brand colors. We recommend for the primary color, a darker color, and that'll appear on the background screen over any sort of images you upload. Accent color, we recommend to be something that stands out against that darker color. So you can see, for example, our yellow is our accent color, dark blue or navy blue is the primary color for us. And then you can put in whatever button text color you'd like. That's what's going to show up within the button. If you have a darker logo, you can choose to add in a white background behind the logo right there. And then below that, we have a terms/disclaimer text area. This is where you can input any sort of rules of play or terms of agreement. Any text that's entered here will appear on the quick card screen. And as people click start round, they'll essentially be accepting the terms of agreement. Okay, so now we've got brand setup, the course tab. This is where you'll plug in, name the course, change how many holes there are, enter in the pars for each of the holes. You can also identify this course or this 18 holes or however many holes it is as handicap accessible, and also identify specific holes as being handicap accessible. If you have more than one course at your location, you can also click here to add a second course. Below that, we have our POS ordering system integration. And by default, it is turned off. But if your POS system has a link that it can be provided, you can plug that in right here. You can type in whatever order text you want, and then choose any sort of icon that you want to appear on the screen. And when enabled, this will put a button right on the middle of the scorecard screen so people can go directly to that link without actually ever leaving the scorecard. From there, you can upload background images. So just click on upload, choose an image from your desktop and load that in. You got a spot for every hole along with the live leaderboard. We also include this link here for any images you're going to upload. You're going to want to make sure, one, that there's the proper size, as well as the smallest file size you can. So this best practices document will provide all that instructions to make sure that the images you are uploading will load quickly on the screen. The next setting tab is you can ask for or request email. When toggled off, this field will disappear. It won't be seen by your users. Otherwise, there will be an email field that appears on that quick card screen. And then you can add in any sort of compliance or offer text that you want. This will appear right above that field on the screen. And then should you need to, you can export emails at a regular basis. Just select the time frame you want to export emails from, and the database will provide those as a CSV file. We have several engagement features, so including change of lead alerts, which will pop up with a little icon and congratulating the person who is currently in the lead on that individual or that group scorecard. We have Chaos Caddy, and when turned on, this will pick one person within the group and assign them to do some weird or wacky or wild thing. Within here, we have about 36 different ideas that you can choose from. Just pick and choose and click it and it'll be added, or you can add in your own ideas should you want to. Also, if you need to, if you want to take this to the next level, you can also change the name of Chaos Caddy, change the description that'll appear on that quick card screen, and change the icon to be whatever you want it to be. And then the final one here is this winner rewards. And the idea here is you enter in or provide a reward for the winners free ice cream cone, free drink, whatever that is, entering the title of what that reward here is, and then the description. And then whoever wins the round at the end, once all scores have been entered, that individual will have the chance to redeem that reward. The final two sections here are whole sponsor logos, and we can slide this out so you can see the full screen. But whole sponsor logos, these are logos or images that will show at the bottom of the screen on the scorecard and the live leaderboard. The other thing you have the option to do is add in a link. So if the image is clicked, it'll show up in the middle of the screen, whatever web page you link there. So just a way to further incentivize advertisers to advertise with you, or an opportunity for you to take people to a registration page or some additional information about upcoming events that you may be offering. And you have a spot for all 18 holes there as well, again, for the live leaderboard. And then the last one here, full screen ads. These will show for 3 seconds as people transition from one hole to the next. So larger ad spot or opportunity to promote additional things you have going on at your location. And then the final thing I wanted to touch on is the special event scorecards. And that you can find here back on the dashboard right above scorecards. If you click that, you can enter in the name of the event, sample event, and click create. From here, you'll have the option to customize a scorecard specifically for an event, like a birthday party or a corporate outing. Put in the name, the date. You can change the type of format. You can change the type of play, points or strokes, depending how crazy you want to get with it. You can also do a shotgun start. The courses are pulled directly from the account settings, so you can tweak those and adjust those as needed for that individual event. You can also come in here and preload golfers in should you have those names prior to, or you can toggle this over to preload names. Just enter in the names here, select a T, or click import if you have them in a CSV file. Or you can choose to player entry. And the way this will work is very similar to how the other QR code works, the quick card screen, where people will go to the link that you provide them, but enter in their own name. But you can add in multiple names, 100 names plus, into the same scorecard, and they'll all appear within that same leaderboard. And then on the scorecard side of things, this is where you're going to copy this URL or share this QR code for this one specific event. The other thing that we enable you to do is within here, you can customize the look and feel of this special event scorecard. So you can put in a logo, you can change the colors, you can change up the background images, you can also change up the whole transition ads. On the course tab, you can also put in whole sponsor logos for that specific event. So really customize and tailor this specifically for the event and what that event's needs are. As a new account, you get a 14-day free access to the everything package. You can choose to activate that subscription here. If you do let it expire, your account will be downgraded to our free account, which does include the scorecards and the quick card QR code and that kind of stuff, but you will lose access to other features like the leaderboards, the special event scorecards. So if you choose to subscribe, you can click activate subscription, and that will take you to this screen where you can choose which version of the subscription you want. The free package will obviously just stay as, just let that expire, or you could upgrade to the basic or to our everything package. And our pricing page does detail what is included in each of those packages. We also have subscribe monthly or subscribe annually. The annual subscriptions give you essentially 4 months free of PlayThru service, because we do know that a lot of mini golf is seasonal. So we want to just make that an easy option for you. And finally, if you have any questions or you do need anything, we do have a support section up here with resource articles, as well as a form and email address where you can submit any questions you've got, and our team will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you again for choosing PlayThru, and please let us know if there's anything that you need.